Hello and welcome back to We Skipped the Tutorial. Last time we made out to make a sword. I sort of did that in the interim here, and it's our fancy new sword. I mean, fancy might be a stretch, but it does do more damage. Uh, I think we're up like 5 points of damage, and the durability is increased heavily. That being said, we're probably going to dive into that cave finally and get our stuff back. I know that's been the sticking point for a couple episodes now that we get our bag back, but I just recently watched back the episode where we lost the bag and realized that I just missed picking it up. So we're going to see if we can't use some of those fragment bombs that we picked up, basically just grenades, to hopefully clear out the boss. I'm hoping that this sword is enough to handle the enemies in the opening area there. We have retreated a couple times from the cave, embarrassingly enough. So there's that. Let's also hope that these bandits are off the trail, because they're right over there. Hey, look, I'm sleeping over here. It's a little, oh, this is the wolf that they were fighting. Did I end up gathering stuff off of this? No, they must have done so themselves. Nice, a beetle. Grizz loves his beetles. You know, I say that we have yet to actually eat a beetle as Grizz, but you know, it feels like a valuable resource, especially when we're in a colder climate. So Grizz will eat bugs all day if it means that he doesn't catch the flu. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Oh man, this is so much better. Look at that. Take that. I don't think we take their tridents yet. We can come back to pick up like extra resources on another trip. Let's take the old tattered attire and the hide. Why am I coughing? Oh, I still have the cold. Let's fill up a sec. Look at. I like that the teeth on this thing are so reflective; they're just glowing. It's a bit much. Have some wood on hand. Of course, his staff. I think we take the staff. That's the boss there, maybe. Yeah. Okay, that was kind of a waste. Drop this bag. Drop the bag. Drop the bag. Oh my god, that's so much easier. Alright, duly noted. Let's take his staff. I'm probably overweight. I'm probably not going to end up using the staves, but I will pick them up to try and sell them. I'll save one, that's for sure. Because if we want to do magic later on, we can then. Just patch up a little bit again. Let's actually disassemble this extra set of clothes. I know it's warm and before we're running into cold weather problems, but honestly, I think we just need a set of cold weather gear to negate that rather than lugging around individual pieces of clothing. So we'll make a set later to help us navigate those temperatures. And I think with that, we can actually just grab our bag. There shouldn't be that many more down here. If I remember correctly, we took out a couple. Okay, there's a couple still in there. Let's grab our other bag and see where we're at, because I think that one was the better bag. I don't think it was improvised. No, it was the improvised bag. We're gonna be in trouble trying to carry stuff here. I don't need that fluid. Hopefully our bag's still here. Okay. We definitely take these, and this, and this. The bug we already have a stack of. There's Cereche, that, and this. I think we leave everything else here, honestly. The mushroom halberd seems like it would be valuable as a weapon. But I can't carry it right now. I need to bring my bag back, my better bag. I think we're good. Oh wait, where's my bag? I don't even have my bag. I dropped it over here. And my bag is overweight. Let's actually drop this over here. I think we want to take this mushroom halberd back just to see how much it's worth. So let's store some stuff in here. Honestly, if these stay on the map, this might be a good way to make like temporary caches for yourself. So I'm gonna put the bedroll in here because I can always come back and grab this full bag. Now my bag's not overweight, but we want to get down to. Let's do this. Move the leather over. So we want to have room for 7 weight. Inflicts poison. Alright, so we did a bit of reorganizing here. I'm leaving behind a couple things in this bag. We're going to leave behind this mana stone and a couple of our other resources. The cloth is valuable, of course, but always double back for it here. I'm inclined to search more of the cave, but I feel like doing so, searching dungeons like this requires you to have more inventory space. So, how much is it to craft actually another primitive satchel? Because what I could do, yeah, let's actually just do that. So I'm going to craft another primitive satchel. I'm going to drop the one that I have with all of my goodies near the front door. And then that way, if I die, I'm not losing so much or having to like backtrack as much. Yeah, I needed this. Okay, I'm going to put this someplace visible. We're going to drop this right over here near the, kind of near the entrance, but a little ways in. This one has a lot of our consumables and some of the stuff that we want to bring back for selling. These are going to be invaluable, like I said before, because you can apply them to your weapon to get additional effects on top of, I assume, what other effects the weapon already has. I'm going to carry around in my pockets a couple of these things to keep healing up. Let's put those berries in there, actually. Don't need to carry that. Everything else here we need. Put that away too, actually. Don't need to carry around a beetle. Yeah, this should be fine. Alright, let's go get that empty bag and we'll take a look around. Okay, we're gonna go straight up this incline here and see what's about. I'm assuming that it sort of wraps around in a way that allows you to come to this room from a different direction. So I'm going to take a peek about and see if that's the case here. Try to make like a mental map as we go. Let's actually take the first left. Just beat the shit out of him. Well, that's kind of fucked up. Let's see if there's anything else in this room real quick. There's some iron vein back here. Those seem rather common. I haven't messed around too much. I haven't messed around too much with crafting to figure that out yet. Two of these guys. Always take the herbs because we can drop small things if we need to. Wood, behind. Like I was saying, I think that their iron veins or the metal veins are fairly common. But again, like I said, haven't messed around with that too much. Can't be crafting stuff. Take the aquamarine and scrap these two. Boots. I think this should just wrap around to the entrance here. Well, not the entrance, but the entrance of this lower level. Just keep topping off. Yeah, okay, so we can head back this way. actually bandage it real quick. Man, that shield is heavy, huh? Let's move our berries to this satchel and our food as well. I know when we're walking around with the lamp out, we're probably moving slow anyways, but better safe than sorry, I think. That way we have a little bit more mobility in case we end up picking stuff up and it goes directly into our pouch instead of our satchel. I'm going to keep toggling my lamp on and off here because I'm not sure if these creatures are the set traps type. In which case, being able to see these dark spots a bit important. Also, it doesn't give you the highlight on a lot of the gather spots, so that's another thing to take note of. Especially when it comes to like these mushrooms. We'll take the hide for now. We can, if we find another one, create another pack to drop somewhere. I'm liking the idea of using that to sort of clear out all of these areas. Oop, well, oh. Oops. And we've been over here, because this wraps around to the side where we fought those other trogs a while back. Alright, so this should wrap around to the uppermost entrance, if it goes up here in a sec. Gather oil, huh? Let's... Sure. Thick oil. Make incendiary weapons. We'll see how important that is later. If we can just make like flaming knuckles or something. Oh, okay. So this is actually returning back to that same tunnel. This will go down back to that floor, and then we can go up the floor over here. So there's still more up higher. It's actually a smaller dungeon than originally I assumed it was going to be, which is good. I want to get too caught up in these areas. That is. Alright, well, let's hope this isn't trapped. Dodge over. Okay, good. Good. Alright. We just got Hex Cleaner. Nice. Removes a lot of statuses. What else did we grab here? I just sort of quickly opened it and backed off. Got this omelet. Use common mushrooms to make a dish. I wonder if you just add milk to, or egg. It's just egg and common mushrooms, probably, to make this. It's okay. Let's drop the wood. We don't need to carry wood around. Okay. All right. Well, only one more I keep hitting 1 instead of Q. Need to remember my binds here. That's something to keep in mind, though. So we can make some omelets if we get eggs and use these common mushrooms here. Before I just blanched the mushrooms or boiled them, which basically yielded the same stamina gain or the same hunger gain from them. So not the most ideal. Really, not really anything up here, huh? All right, well, it's just that one chest. So with that, we're clear. I'm wondering. So let's double check what's in this bag over here. I think all of our important stuff is in the upper bag, but we might be able to condense here a little bit to add some stuff to this bag. Oh, for sure we can. I'm gonna put this cloth in here. We'll bring out our extras of things. The lantern and the pick. Got a hat or a great axe. Care about the spikes. I guess we do. The bedroll, not so much. I'm gonna leave the extras. Actually, we can go like this, and that way we can take the satchel and put it in this other bag. More efficiency, more efficiency. So, ideally, when we're doing these trips, we might just put a primitive satchel inside one of our other bags, because then we can drop it with some of the stuff that we're collecting in the dungeon to make efficient trips. We still can't get in this room. Or can we? Small sapphire required. Oh! Did we find a sapphire before? No. I just stuck a gem in that door, I think. I wonder what's behind here that was so important that we just spent a gem. Let's do this. I think that the travel, not the travel merchant, but the one that's in charge of the caravans, has a few things that we can use. He might have the sapphire. So, ideally, we will be able to trade in some duplicate stuff here. We can probably get rid of the great axe and the mining pick because we're not starting mining yet. We aren't really going into crafting so much, like crafting our weapons. We're gathering the materials for crafting weapons yet. I know I'm going to say this, and the moment I do, we're going to need to craft more weapons. In fact, you know what? We're holding on to the pick. Let's get rid of the great axe. We're going to get rid of some of this mana stuff. We'll sell at least one of these staves. So let's do some sorting here. We're going to reorganize these so that we have the most efficient trip to sell our things. Okay, so we're going to head out. We're going to return this stuff, sell it, see if we can't buy a sapphire from the trader that's right inside of the city there. I'm really hoping that the trader right in town has the sapphire. I could have sworn he had one type of gemstone, maybe some gold bars, which, if I'm honest, probably just act like ways to save your silver, because when you die, they take the silver out of your pockets and do whatever with it. Like, the enemies just take it as attacks, is what it seems like. Opposed, right? If you have a valuable item, it might stay in your bag. But, you know, this is all chit-chat about it until we actually see it happen, so. Let's hope the guy's still out here to trade this stuff. We're going to get rid of quite a few things.
Greetings, friend.
We're going to sell this axe. We're going to get rid of one of these staves. feel like I get rid of the giant heart garnet. The giant heart garnet might be valuable to somebody, but we need. God, he actually doesn't even have a. Didn't have a sapphire. That's unfortunate. Alright, let's sell all this stuff anyways. We're gonna put away the harpoon, the oil lantern, the old lantern, oil lantern, old lantern, same thing. And the extra water skin. We're gonna put all these things away in our chests. I think we need to repair some of our stuff, so we might actually talk to the blacksmith here really quick and do that. This bag is interesting to me, but I think we're gonna look around as well to see if there's some other crafting recipes we can't pick up.
What can I do for you? All right.
Remember we wanted to get the tripwire trap. I think we get that, and yeah, let's take the tripwire trap recipe to learn how to do that. I want to say I sold this to him before, so if I need to, I can come back and buy these items that are specific. I definitely sold it to him before. Man, the banging of this guy. Let's learn that one. Let's check to see if there's other combat maneuvers we can learn from these guys that were up here. If they start giving me tutorial advice, I'm going to back out the menu, but we'll see what happens. So, let's talk.
Amber, my friend.
I want to train with you. Oh my goodness. We definitely increase our block.
What can I do for you?
Amber, my friend.
No, we're not going to learn any of that stuff. So, we can level up with the trainers, basically, is what I'm seeing. I'd assumed that was going to be the case during one of our previous episodes, but I was concerned that it was going to teach us, like, actual game mechanics. Bitter spicy tea cures infections. I think bitter spicy tea is going to be better than soothing tea. We'll get the bitter spicy tea recipe. We'll just kind of collect food recipes most of all. I know that I can't necessarily craft things at alchemical stations yet. These fragment bombs were also kind of doo-doo against a single enemy, so... and I did it again. I could have accidentally stabbed somebody. That would have been good. So we can't make alchemical recipes like tea. I believe tea is an alchemical recipe. No, it's a cooking recipe. Oh, okay. So we can make spicy tea. Yes, we can use the beetles. We're gonna drink beetle juice. Excellent. Excellent. That's all Grizz could hope for, really. Gonna make that quick run. Not really much that's gonna go on between here and there. I'm just gonna pick up the other bag, and then potentially put one of our makeshift satchels inside of our better bag here, and consider where we're gonna go on a trip. Oh, sick! I'm just realizing now, as I'm sitting here, if you put the lantern in your bag, it's set on your back. So I think that it's consuming oil this way. We can check back on its durability level later. But it's basically a light source without even holding it in our hands, which is amazing. I wonder if it does the same thing if we drop it. Let's test that real quick right here. So if we drop the bag, yep, has the lantern. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I'm assuming that's just a function of this type of bag. Maybe. We'll have to test it with some of the other bags. Alright, so quickly checking back in. It looks like hanging the lantern outside of the backpack does consume the oil. As it should. So we might just keep that in our pockets for now, with the idea that you can hook it onto backpacks in the back of our mind, in case we need like light on a long walk. I don't know how advisable it is to travel at night. In this opening area, it seems passable. The biggest problem is maybe those bandits that show up in the morning right outside of their camp or encampment. It's really more of a fortress, judging by the looks of it. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So we're going to just take all of our stuff here. Take the satchel, because we have more than enough room in this bag to carry that around. It's honestly kind of ridiculous how much space this satchel has compared to the primitive one. But again, our plan is to drop primitive satchels if we need to. Let's pick up a couple more weapons here since we have so much space. Grizz would have liked to head back home. It's early morning, so I'm assuming that on the path here is going to be these bandits again. Unless it was one of these birds fighting a wolf, which is also a distinct possibility. I really kind of want to take these bandits out of the picture at some point, just so that they're not clogging up the roadway here on me. That's one of the birds up on the hill, I'm thinking. Yeah, okay, so we're clear. Just double check. We finally got a good bag back. Grizz is getting a little tired of this opening area now, so next time we're finally going to get our stuff together and make our first long trip into the wilderness. We'll double check our bearings and try and figure out which direction's best suited for us. I'm thinking the desert, just based on the equipment that we have, but we'll get to that next time. Bye-bye.